mad about you. I have not filmed a midweek video in so long, like a normal one. Toonie looks displeased. Tunes. Try not to be so loud so I can make it down to see the girls. Yesterday when I got home and I came out here to check on them, Toonie grunted so much at me. She was like, just oink, 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 oink. Like, I was like, I don't know what your problem is. The grass is like grown overnight. This whole front of this pasture is so long. If we could just keep them out of the corner. And I just opened up a new section for them yesterday. So they've only been out on this section for 2 days. Really excited with the amount of rotation that we did. So we did 2 days. We did 3 days out on that wedge. And I tried to keep them out there Monday and let them have like both sides, because on Saturday, it was Saturday, Padme came over here and got stuck. But then they busted through this gate. Hello, Raisin! Hello, Raisin Goat! And so that did not work. So I had to let them out here. So you can see this is my other wedge. I moved this in, so they just have this spot. And you can see how tall the grass has grown. And so this will last a week maybe. We'll do 4 or 5 days on this. We'll flip back over to that side. So this is like our last rotation. Flip back over to this side for a week. Then we'll flip out there for a week. And then we'll go back to that quad over there, that wedge. I might actually put them on that wedge intermittently. And so here a week, there a few days over the weekend, do the wedge over the weekend, flip them out here next week, and then flip them back on the wedge over the weekend, and then flip them out there. And so that way these pastures are getting lots and lots of rest. What I love is grass is very long and tall, so they're not eating at the base of the grass, which is what we want. And you can see one of the reasons, other than this is really, really long, they have eaten a couple of spots. You can see like kind of where they've been eating. I don't know if you can really tell the depth difference, but like this is pretty empty right here. Come on back out. We're super hopeful Mom was gonna feed us snacks. Not the case. We had flooding rains earlier over the weekend on Sunday night. So this water is sitting, which is probably affecting how hot our fence is, to be honest, because it's in the water. For now, there's no reason for them to be out there. This will get a 2-week minimum rest, maybe even a 3-week rest before we rotate out. And that's my hope, is to give just rest, constant moving with the parasites. Oh, something get after you, Tinkerbell. Or Tink. The rooferman is here, just doing the YouTubes with the rooferman here. It's fine, can't quite, the dog started barking, so now we're concerned. Really excited. It's only April, and if we can keep this up until August, which is our dry season, where we rotate every week, and then in the fall, what we'll do is the same thing, but we'll like let them eat this completely down, let them eat that completely down, and then we'll widen it back out like they've had all winter. We didn't have parasite issues during the fall last summer, all because they didn't poop and eat on the same spot over and over. The grass was always long. And if you guys haven't been following me, I've been doing YouTube, but I lost a couple of goats to parasites really early on. And one of the great things about this place is just that literal ability to move them. And that first year we were moving them into the backyard, back and forth, back and forth. Mom, Mom, Mom. I'm gonna sit right here. See if I can, find some friends. And we're rotating in and out in a couple of different ways. This is my best friend in the whole world right now. She's wild, so I'm excited about all the grass potential. Hello, Miracle Goat. How are you? Who is back there? Is that Raisin Goat? Where's Mocha and Marshmallow? Those are my other two that love me. Mocha! Mocha Goat! Marshmallow! No, we're not gonna eat my hair. Ow. Got one of those back teeth. Mom wasn't paying attention. You do not need my hair. You don't. It's Raisin Goat. Let's Raisin Goat. Your new mamas are gonna love y'all. Des, do you have new mamas? So timeline for baby goat pickup will be in June. I usually keep mine until they're 10 weeks, which really for like this one will be the middle of May. Not the middle, not her. For Marshmallow and S'more will be the middle of May, and then like three weeks into May, and then end of May for these guys. But I usually will wait to do pickup until I'm out of school because those last few weeks are so crazy. And then we're going on a trip, and it is way easier for me to leave them until I'm back for that trip, because then the farmhand won't have to milk. I know Mama loves you. But they will probably all be 12 weeks before they leave. So we're looking at June before anybody leaves the farm. Unless Miracle, Chunk, and Marshmallow may leave earlier just because of who is purchasing them. That's somebody that I can get here, kind of get in and out of here without a lot of planning. I know. You guys are fun. She's like this all the time. Like, I want you to know that this little girl, she never stops. You guys just never stop. This may be a shorter video today just because it's Wednesday. Oh, goodness, did Mom knock you over? I'm so sorry. Oh. Like talking about the goat yoga. And I get it, like if you just want to go play with baby goat, so why not just have like baby goat snuggle time? Because this, I don't understand. I mean, I love them, but like, their little feet are, I'm sorry. You were biting my face. It hurts. I guess that it's, if you don't have them, it's fun to be beat up by a baby goat. Yes, maybe it's fun. I'm gonna have to stand up. Do not eat my hair. Ow, 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 ow. Stop. I know. This herd just wants some snuggles. So I don't want snuggles. I want to crawl all over you because I'm a big goat. Okay. This is not what this video is about. Okay, so let's stand up for a minute. All of you guys have been very concerned about, is Daisy pregnant? And a lot of you guys are still holding out hope that our giraffe is pregnant, and you've noticed the udder development. So is she pregnant? Is she not pregnant? She is not. Her last due date would have been a week ago Saturday. So we are more than 10 days outside of a window in which she would have been able to have been bred and had babies. So I can pretty confidently say she's not bred, not pregnant. I didn't ever really think that she was. Please don't untie my shoes. Hello. We need to put your collar back on. We do. You managed to take it off. You sneaky little buddy. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. What everybody's seeing is, you can kind of see she has some udder development for sure. Like, absolutely, this udder is bigger than her normal udder, at least on this one side, and she does have some development on this side. I think what she tends to do is, when everybody tends to start going into labor and having all the hormone changes, is she tends to kind of have a precocious pregnancy. And precocious udder is a really normal thing that happens. You have to kind of watch it and make sure they don't develop mastitis. That is what's happening with Daisy. She's just experiencing some hormonal changes that mimic pregnancy. And so she has having rushes of hormones that are very similar to what a pregnant doe would have. And she's responding. Our body is responding. There's nothing wrong with her necessarily. Like, it's not a concerning thing. She has done it every single year. So if you look back at our videos from not last summer, but the summer before, the exact same thing happened. We did a whole video on precocious udder. So I don't know, maybe you can get a really good look of how well that udder development is. And I did kind of question it because it was kind of right on time for her as far as pregnancy goes, but we are, I think, pretty confidently outside a window for her to have babies. At this point, to have had babies. She could have absolutely have been pregnant and miscarried. That's definitely a possibility. I never saw her go into heat. I have never seen her go into heat after she had her first pregnancy. And if you don't know, Miss Daisy was my very first goat. We affectionately, of course, call her the giraffe. You very loyal subs know her very well, and she's a lot of y'all's like favorite goat. And she's very sweet, very herd queen, aren't you? Is Mama talking bad about you? Mama talking bad about you? I'm Mama sweet girl. Yes, say that's Mama sweet girl. So she is 7, just like our other foundation does. When I started out, I really thought I wanted Nubians. They make the best cheese. They're like the Jersey of the dairy goat world. I know, baby. And they have really great personalities. They're very chill, very sweet, affectionate goats. She was a bottle baby. I bought her and her brother Marvin together, and Twiz and a mini Nubian from a farm, the same farm as Twiz when I started. Those were my 4 very first goats. We sold the mini Nubian because she was a holy terror. Tried to murder people. No violence on the funny farm. Yes. Look at your teeths. The color looks really good. She got pregnant at 2 years old. It takes Nubians a little bit longer to mature. Nubians, you really almost have to wait until they're 2 years old. Mostly because Nubians only go into heat in the fall, like a traditional full-size goat, where it took a lot to get her pregnant, I feel like, but we were trying to breed her to a Nigerian. I tried to buy a Nubian buck kid. It also died. It came to us with parasites and it just didn't make it. It's really disappointing. We only had him for maybe 6 weeks. He was very sick and I didn't know that when I bought him, which really stunk. She got pregnant. She had Violet, and she almost died. So she got an infection pretty much right after she gave birth. And then Violet, we lost to parasites when she was about 2. And Violet had Poppy. And that's why we always talk about Violet. Poppy is Daisy's granddaughter. She just never recovered after she had that infection. She literally almost died. I was feeding her a solution of nutrients and water every few hours to just kind of keep her glucose up and alive. We went through a round of Draxin antibiotic, and then we did penicillin for 5 days, and that killed whatever it was. She got better slowly but surely and recovered, and she mothered Violet. She was sick for about 2 weeks. I bottle fed Violet. Daisy took her right back. I never separated them, and I fed Violet Daisy's milk. And so she was an excellent mom. She's an excellent milker, but I think that infection probably damaged her uterus and her ovaries and her entire reproductive system because she just does not cycle. We could absolutely use a cedar, which is like an artificial, basically looks like a tampon that you stick in the goat and it emits a hormone. Y'all fighting? That's not fight. And will cause her to cycle. I am one that, she's fine. She's beautiful yard art. She's very sweet. She was my first goat. She's never gonna go anywhere. And if her mission in life is to just be ridiculous and live on our farm, then that's what she will do. I don't see forcing something unnecessary on her, given it might compromise her health. Or she might not be able to carry a baby to term anyway because her body may not produce all the right hormones anyway. Or her uterus may be so damaged that she couldn't carry a baby. She also is very anxious for a goat. And so when you put her in with a male goat, she kind of flips out and doesn't do very well. The dog is barking, so they all feel like they have to run back up to the barn that are not standing here with me, realizing that everything's fine. So just not in the cards for us for now, and not in the cards for Miss Daisy. So I'm really sorry. So the baby goat's just knocked over the camera and I just lost all my footage. Look at these two. He's the only one that's keeping his horns. I'm taking Biscuit and Pancake tomorrow to get disbudded. So he will be our only one that might have to wear the stick of shame this year. Yes, not much more. And all the boys are sold but him, which is extremely surprising. And then Mocha and Raisin, I did confirm they are sold. Mocha, Raisin, Marshmallow, and Miracle are all sold. So we still have Olive, Chai, Oatmeal, Pancake, and Biscuit to sell. We've had a good year and I'm really excited, and they have been so much fun, and I'm really excited this summer to see how much milk we're gonna get out of the girls that we have. Poppy is not having it tonight, but I'm gonna go in because I have tried to film this about 4 times, and so I've been out here for a minute getting mosquito bit like crazy. Night time. It's night time, Mom.